boat. Turning around, looking aft. Alright, we're going to go down the forward crew hatch into the forward torpedo room.
KC-8SMG from KC-8SIE.
Okay, we're going down into the hatch.
Okay, this is KC-8SMG.
Alrighty. It's kind of hard to hold the camera and hold onto these ladders at the same time.
Montrose, is that a county or a city? And would you know what county it's in? Unfortunately, the directory is by county, not by frequency.
Alright. This is the forward torpedo room.
Not Montrose. My apologies.
I'm going to walk up here and turn back. You can see we're cleaning the boat today. And there's the hatch that leads into the forward battery, our officer's country. Alright. You also have sonar equipment located here in the forward torpedo room. Some there. Some there. One of the crew heads is located here in the forward torpedo room. And also crew berthing. You know what, let me take a step back here. If you look up here, that's the torpedo loading hatch, and this bunk right in front of you is known as the penthouse. And actually the crew preferred to sleep in the torpedo rooms because unless they were in action, it was pretty dark and quiet in here. Stepping through the hatch into the second compartment, this is known as the forward battery in officer's country. Officer shower here. Small pantry, where the officer's pantry, where some of the food was brought up from the galley and prepared for the officers. This is officers' berthing. The officers didn't have to share racks, but they did have to share the beds. I mean, their little rooms. Everybody except the captain, that is. This is the officers' mess. A radio up there for crew entertainment. Okay, continuing aft, more junior officers. See, one of the bunks is folded up, another is down. Folding sink. A little bit of storage. Walking further. This is the CO's cabin. He's the only one who's got his own room, and you can tell this is the commander's because there's a compass repeater and depth gauge repeater here in the foot of his bed, so he can keep track of where the boat is. He's also got a small work area here, along with a safe and additional storage. Right across from him is the executive officers. There's 3 racks in here. 1, 2, 3. They did share the room, but they did not have to share bunks like the rest of the crew. Hot racking, as is known. Okay, this is the goat locker, or where the senior enlisted petty officers were. Chief petty officers. There's 5 racks in this room. We've actually slept in here, but this is what was known as the goat locker. Continuing aft, we're still in. This is still known as forward battery because underneath these cabins are 142 of the ship's batteries. This is the yeoman's office, like the boat secretary. Safe, typewriter which is covered up. A pay toilet's got more room than this. Okay, now we're moving into the third compartment. This is the control room. This is where most of it happens. It's hard to see. It's hard to see everything in here. That's looking to the bow of the boat, looking forward, looking aft. See if we can see here some sounding equipment. The emergency helm. The actual helm is up in the conning tower. We'll probably go up here in a minute. There you go. everybody's seen a submarine movie, seen the Christmas tree. The reason there's red lights there is because some of those hatches and vents are open. This is interesting right here.
Okay, right. Yeah, that repair was done in the month.
Here's the gyro compass. But looking over here, you notice that the tops of those handles are all different shape. That came out of the squalus sinking, so that even in the dark, they would know if they had their hand on the emergency vent. Here, I'll show you what this shows. You got the safety tank, negative tank, and I can't read that one. Neutral. Oh, there you go. Neutral safety. And then here's the other vents and control levers. But these here were changed so that even in the dark they'd know which one they had their hands on. Yeah, there's still cleaning material laying around here, so sorry folks. Bow planes, aft and fore, depth gauges. When you always hear those terms, watch your bubbles, this is what they're talking about. Those right there, those are just like a level like you would have at home to level something, and the bubble moves and it tells them where it's at. This right here is actually some secret World War II equipment. And I forget how to pronounce it, bathothermograph, but it basically tells the water temperature so they could go between different levels in the water and maybe hide underneath the thermal sign. Navigator's plotting table here in the control room. A lot of the handles are taken off these valves here. But these open the different tanks. I don't know if you can read it right there. The Morse code you hear is the radio room's just on the other side of that bulkhead right there. Here's some original navigation equipment. No, I can't back up any further. Everything in the boat is so close. There you go. Alright. Let me see if I can climb up into the conning tower here with only one arm. We are now coming into the conning tower. Okay. Excuse my grunting. It's kind of hard pulling yourself up and pulling onto a camera. Okay. There's the helm. We're actually facing forward now. You notice a lot of these gauges are covered with red because this was often kept in the dark. Lookout glasses. That right there is the hatch to the bridge, and that was just the only hatch that was usually open when they were at sea. Last guy down would pull it closed. Charting tables, lighting, periscopes. There could be up to 12 men in here during attack. This would be navigation periscope, and this would be the attack periscope. We're going to see if we can't look through it here in a second. Well, let's move up here. Oh, these were actually, those two seats were actually mounted in the floor. You have radar.